My father passed away when I was 14, and that was very hard on all of us. I just made up in my mind that I was going to go to a community college or somewhere in state if I didn't get enough money from other schools. Because my mother told me, I said these schools are too expensive and I just don't have the money. And she said, well, apply anyway and pray about it and, see what happens. Faith without works is dead. So you have to at least put forth some effort, and then hopefully somebody will meet you the other way or see your effort. I was doing all of my auditions for college, and it's very costly. You have to fly a lot of places and all. And one of my last auditions was for UK. And it was Friday night, and we were on our way up from Atlanta after my mother got off work. And, our car was broken down, and so I'd said, forget it. I'll just stay here. I'll cancel it. And my mother said, no, well, you have to go. It's the last one. You really should go. I rode up on the bus, which was a 9-hour trip with all the stops. I got into Lexington at about 10, got to UK at about 10:15. My audition was supposed to be at 11. They came and got me early, and I went and I sang. And after I sang, they said, let's talk for a minute, and they asked me questions about where I was from. And they said, well, we have this competition called the Alltech Vocal Scholarship Competition. So they said, well, if we decide we want you to be in it, I'll let you know. And about an hour later, I got a call from Dr. McCorvey and said, well, Reggie, we really want you to take part in the competition tomorrow. I sang, and it went really well. And then during the thing, I ended up winning first place in the competition. I said, oh, well, that's nice. And all I could think about was, okay, now how do I pay tuition? And so when they said there was a tuition waiver, I was stunned and speechless. And because I realized I had the opportunity to go to school, to go to college and learn for free. All I have to worry about is learning. And that's amazing. For some people, that's not a big of a deal. That just means their parents have to pay less money. But we have nothing. And when you give someone that life-changing opportunity, it's remarkable. The evening they had the reception, they had the huge checks, like when you win the lottery, which of course you can't cash in the check, but I was like, I'm taking these. These are, amazing. And so everybody was, saying, oh, it's so nice. And I said, oh, it's getting late. I have to go catch the bus. And they all thought I was joking. I said, no, really, people, I have to get to a bus station. Somebody have a car, And they all thought I was laughing. I totally walked out of there with those 3 huge styrofoam checks. And I went to the Greyhound bus station, and I put the checks in the little overhead compartment. And I rode all the way back to Atlanta. And I went to school, too. When I got back at 7, went to school that day.
I love it.
It's definitely because of the Alltech competition and the University of Kentucky and, the collaboration and working together on the competition and all that I'm here and in school. Who would have known? Maybe I would not have done music. Maybe I would have been working somewhere. It's amazing when someone believes in your dreams. Even if I don't do anything else, I've already done way more than I ever thought I would have done my entire life in music.